I've been Offerup for over 8 years now, and I'm going to show you how to not get scammed on Offerup. So here's some tips that I've been using in order to stay safe that you should be using as well. So first off, you want to research the seller or buyer. So basically, before engaging with them, you want to check out their profile, see their feedback, see their reviews. Look for any signs of legitimacy, such as positive feedback from other previous transactions. So what I'm looking for here is a history of active participation on the platform. Second, if you do decide to meet up with them, you want to meet in a safe location. So meet in local places where there are plenty of people, such as a coffee shop, a shopping mall, police station. I've met at banks before. You want to avoid secluded or unfamiliar locations, and you never want to invite strangers to your home. Third, you want to inspect the item before purchasing. So if possible, take a look at the item before you actually make the payment and make sure it verifies what's being said in the description. So carefully examine it, look for any signs of damage or discrepancies. Fourth, you want to use secure payment methods. So whenever possible, use payment methods such as Zelle, PayPal protection. Those are both great options. You want to avoid cash payments just because I've personally gotten scammed with fake cash. You want to avoid wire transfers. They're basically payments which are unconventional and don't really protect you as a buyer. Fifth, you want to trust your instincts. If something seems too good to be true, trust your instincts and proceed with caution. So sometimes a deal is going to be way too good, or maybe it might seem suspicious. Trust your instinct and just walk away from it if you feel uncomfortable or uncertain. Next, you want to verify the identity and contact information with the seller. So before you actually make a purchase, verify that the other party's identity and contact information is actually who they are. So if you want, you can exchange numbers or email addresses to facilitate communication more or better. I personally don't do that, but again, this is where your gut instinct comes into play, where in which if you have any doubts about their authenticity, just pass on the item. Next, you want to be cautious with your personal information. So I personally don't share email, phone number, my full name. I don't share my address. So these are all things that if you do decide to give it to a seller, you want to make sure that you're very careful who you give your information to, especially strangers. Just as a bonus tip, Offerup does have terms of service, and you do want to make sure you familiarize yourself with them, just because the terms and service are there to keep you safe. If you feel like you've been wrong or you suspect suspicious activity or fraudulent activity, do make sure that you contact Offerup support for assistance. As far as common scams, which I've seen before, you want to stay informed about common scams. Sometimes what I face is that people will actually ask to send you a Zelle payment first. That is a scam. So what they're doing is that they're trying to get your Zelle information, your email, and etc. So with that, again, report any suspicious activity. If you encounter suspicious activity or believe you've been targeted by a scammer, Offerup's customer support team is there to help you. I've reached out to them multiple times, and they are extremely helpful in making sure I'm taken care of. Make sure you include screenshots, messages, details of the incident. That basically helps Offerup investigate and take appropriate action. So by following these tips and exercising caution throughout the buying or selling process, you will reduce the risk of falling victim to scams on Offerup and also other online marketplaces. Again, this is how to avoid getting scammed on Offerup. I hope you found this video helpful.